Coming to you live from Southern California. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Houston Astros taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. Today's starting pitcher, Tyler Glasnow. What should we keep an eye on here?
Four-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Isaac Paredes in the box now. No balls and a strike. And it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Everything came together for him. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
And he grounds one back up the middle. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
Batting fifth, catcher Yainer Diaz.
Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. Now fly ball to right center. Edman going after it. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. As they jump ahead, a run scores.
Well, everyone is thinking, Ed, would the runner have scored from first if the ball stayed in the park? We'll never know, but they do get a run across with a chance to do more damage in the inning.
They limit the damage here. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Astros 1. And now the DH, Shohei Ohtani. And the pitch. Out to short. And a quick out, number 1. Time down for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Finding themselves down a run early, they'd like to punch back here with a run of their own.
Absolutely, Drew, but I don't expect them to change their approach because of that run. They still want to put together strong at-bats. Be patient out there and get a feel for this starting pitcher.
Batting third, second baseman, number 45.
Standing in is the power-hitting second baseman. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, dude. You don't need to keep pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
Seems like he got exactly what he was
Batting
looking
fifth,
for right there.
left
Just kept it
fielder,
simple.
number
Played Pepper
21.
with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
McCormick has it sized up. Makes a nice sliding catch.
Look here as he tracks it. Great sliding catch to end the inning, and he saved a run.
New inning getting started. And stepping in for the Astros, Chas McCormick. Glass now back to work. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting 8th, right fielder, Ben Gamel.
Here's Ben Gamel.
With Glasnow pitching today, I think about how intimidating it must be to face this guy. He's not just a tall pitcher. He's a 6'8" flamethrower, and that's not a comfortable experience for any lineup.
Pajes settles under it and makes the catch. And there's one down.
Batting 9th, center fielder,
Jake Myers.
Jake Myers.
Up next for the Astros. Tap foul at the plate. McCormick at first, one gone. Glasnow, a former All-Star, 31 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2011. Dives, but it falls, and now it looks like extra bases. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. Freddie Freeman into the game now on defense, but in a strange way. This is not a position he's used to playing as far as we know. Way back there, it's got a chance. And it bangs off the wall.
Back-to-back base hits. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been.
Swing and a ground ball. Base hit. One run is in. And they hold the runner at third. Bases remain loaded here. Still only one gone.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it. Just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Base hit. One run is in. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases still loaded and still only one away.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So bases loaded with one away. And now it's Christian Walker. This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. A massive home run. And they add to the lead. It's 7-0. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Well, a great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple. So stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. Hits the grand slam to drive in 4. Really good job at the plate.
And here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. That one hammered center field. Back there. That's not coming back. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they tack on to their lead. It's 8-0.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Betts whips it to first. That's out number 2.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Swung on, belted. And that one hops the wall. Throws to second. And he's got a double.
Wasting no time. He's
Now
2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So man aboard. Now Ben Gamel. That's out to center field. Freeman should have this one. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's bottom of the inning. And up to the plate is Will Smith.
Catcher, Will Smith.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Waste no time there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And now the right fielder, Andy Pajes. Swing and a ball hammered left field. This one's got a chance. Out of here. He circles the bases. It's 8-2.
So good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the lob, and gets the home run.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. On the ground right side. Into the outfield, base hit.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Just find a hole, right? That's the name of the game as a hitter. And obviously there are better ways to do it than a scribber through the infield. But sometimes you get lucky just putting it in play.
Reach and try, but can't bring it in. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's a big power threat. Shohei Ohtani. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. And that one is out of here. He'll touch them all. It's their second home run of the inning, and they close the gap. It's 8-5. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. You saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden, they're back in this ball game.
And it finds its way through for a hit. Now it's the second baseman. Doubled his first time. There's a swing and a drive. Gamble makes the catch for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, number 86.
Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Gone. The 2-run shot, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 8-7. He ambushed him right there, Singy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. Gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Catches, stumbles, hangs on.
Felt just an excellent job to track that one down. That was a tough play, and he tried to stay on his feet, not wanting to dive and maybe have it go by him, but the lunge at the end kind of sent him barrel rolling. Great effort, though, and a nice job to hang on to the ball throughout the catch.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Swing and a high. Fly ball left field, pretty well struck. That one's back and gone. Another homer. Make that 4 homers in the inning. It's 9-8. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at-bat.
Freeman hits it in the air. Myers under it. Hauls it in to end the inning. But not before they bat around as 9 men wind up coming. Top half of the third inning. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jake Myers. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Freeman going back. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
In the air to left center. Freeman in position. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. And next to hit for Houston, Isaac Paredes. Out towards left center. Freeman sizes this one up. Dives, and he can't hang on.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Way back there. Out of here! And they grab the lead. It's 10-9. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. Now a chance for Yainer Diaz. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back there. Gone. His 2nd home run of the game. It's 12-9. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boo. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
Pena at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. He swings and fouls one off.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of them in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. And that one is off the wall.
Now batting, left fielder Chas McCormick.
Runner at first with 2 away. So next up for Houston, Chas McCormick.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. A 2-run homer, their 3rd home run of the inning, and they add a pair. It's 14-9. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
On to first. And we're back, set for the bottom of the 3rd, and here is Miguel Rojas to the right side, and that one handled, sends it to first. 1 up, 1 down. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. That one ripped. Myers makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Here's Mookie to hit. 1 for 2. Warning track. Wall. And you can touch them all, baseball man. And Mookie leaves the yard. And they cut into the deficit. It's 14-10. And their 5th home run of the game.
Some things in this sport are contagious, Boog, and right now for this team, clearly it's the long ball.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Here's the left fielder.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such.
Oh, and a great stop. Not in time. He's safe.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Here's the catcher, Will Smith. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. 1 run across. Ball comes in. Runner stops at third. Bases still loaded with 2 out. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Now this one's well hit. Way back there. On its way and out of here. Grand slam. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. It's 15-14. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
So 2 down, and up next for Los Angeles, Freddie Freeman.
Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
A little dicey, kind of hieroglyphics style at the moment. You know what it's like, Singy? Remember our trip to London, Yankees and Red Sox in 2019? I think there were 50 runs scored in the 2 games combined. My scorecard was ugly for that series. No question about this one. It's out of here. They go back to back, and they add to their lead. It's 16-14. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one back. Tattooed to Tater Town and gone. A towering shot to center, and they add on. It's 17-14.
Back-to-back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not, but I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
Altuve slings to first. Out, and thank goodness the inning is at last over. Back here at Chavez Ravine, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Jake Myers. That's towards center. Freeman has a beat on it. And makes the grab. And there's 1 down.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch, man. He's going to want that one back, no doubt.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck under it. He dives, but he can't make the catch.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. He really stung that pitch and drove it deep, but pretty surprised he didn't end up on second base right there. I think he probably should have. But you know what? We'll give credit to the defense for holding him to a long single.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back there. And out of here. That one felt good. It's 17-16.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. He's already homered here in this one.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. Still only one out here in the inning. Right side, hard hit. Yeah, they get the out on Alvarez.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field.
Well, not an easy play by any stretch. He went a long ways just to get to that fly ball, and all that hard work to get there, you're expected to bring it down. I have to think that the ball was bouncing on him a little bit, and what I mean is when you run a long ways, you can get on your heels some, and that makes the jarring.
A dive, and he can't haul it in. And he'll pull into second safely.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in.
Jeremy
Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it. And another big at bat coming up here. Looking for a way to get that tying run across.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. That's down. One hops off the wall. The throw into second. He pulls into second. A run comes in on the play. Another comes in to score.
It's a clutch at bat. It could be one of the biggest ones of the game as they jump ahead by one. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
And now Chas McCormick. Not in time. He's safe. Ben Gamel up next for the Astros. Swing at a high fly ball right field. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Throws to second. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play.
Big RBI for him right there. What a really beautiful swing on that pitch right there. Just didn't quite have the combination of launch angle and exit.
Now this one gets through. One runs in. Throw in holds that